If you have a team that manages your YouTube channel for you, do you own it or do they? And are you making sure that you're protected? Whether you've been doing your own YouTube channel for years and you're ready to hand it off to a team, or you're starting a YouTube channel, but you're not planning on doing the day-to-day, you're going to have somebody that's going to upload for you and have access to that channel, you want to make sure that you have everything in place to keep yourself protected. It's really common for business owners to be busy and they just sort of like say, hey, take this and deal with it and start us a channel and I don't want to know what's going on. But you can get yourself into a lot of trouble if you do that. The sad reality is that sometimes business relationships go awry. They don't work out. People get mad at each other. And you want to make sure that if that person that has full control over your channel, if they're mad at you, they're not going to take it and run and you're not going to have access to it. Or God forbid that they delete your entire channel. So let's talk about how you can go about protecting yourself and making sure that you have full control and access to your channel and that you're not giving too much of that control to somebody else or an outside company. So let's take a look at the computer and I'll show you our channel and how you can give access to certain people and then take that access away if things don't work out. All right, so here's the main dashboard of our channel. And if you go over here to the bottom left and click settings, it'll pull up this screen. And then you can go over to permissions. And from there, you can just invite people to your channel. So you can see we have a couple people already. You go to invite. And the nice thing is you can put in their email, but you can give them certain permissions and not others. You don't have to necessarily give them entire access to your channel. You can just say, hey, I want this person to be able to view the analytics, but I don't want them to be able to upload or delete videos. Let me just add somebody to the channel, and then we will take it away. So you put in their email. You can see you can give them manager permission, editor, limited editor, viewer, and limited viewer. And you can read what each of those different things say. So for this person, I want them to be able to do anything. So I'm going to give a manager permission. Click done, save. I have to verify that it's me. It's going to send me a verification code. You can see it's very high tech. That way you don't have to worry about anybody else getting your access. I actually love two-factor verification because I have a lot of people that I have to give permissions to different channels. And this way it always comes through me. So I know if somebody is trying to access something and it's really easy for me to go, oh, that person's not supposed to have permission. Denied. I'm not giving you that code. Anyway, okay, so now if I go back to permissions, you can see that's there now, invited. And then if I want to get rid of them, you just click here, remove access, and they're gone. The alternative option to this would be just giving them your username and password to the channel, right? That's what a lot of people will do, especially busy business owners. They're just like, hey, here you go. Now you have full access to everything. The problem is that if they have that kind of access, they could go in, they could change your password, they could steal your account, and then you can never get back into it again. It sounds kind of crazy, but we have heard of this happening to people, and it's really, really difficult to get your account back. Like I had mentioned earlier, depending on who you're giving permission to might dictate exactly how much permission that you're going to give them. For example, the manager can view everything, manage permissions, go live, create, edit, and delete content, whereas an editor can do almost all those things, but they can't manage permissions. So if you don't want that person to be able to go in and add other people without you knowing, then you're not going to want to give them manager access. On that same note, there's editor and then there's editor limited. So an editor limited could do pretty much everything that an editor can, except for they're not allowed to access the revenue. Maybe you don't want them to see how much revenue that you're bringing in on your channel. So in that case, you can do an editor limited access. And then finally, you have viewer and viewer limited, where it's somebody that they can go in and they can look at your channel. Maybe you want them to just be able to review the videos, but you don't want them to be able to edit them or delete them. So you have full control over, the actual videos that are being uploaded. So So that's just a quick example of what you can do. Make sure you keep your channel safe. I know it's so easy for you to go into a relationship and you're like, yes, we're gonna work together for years and it's gonna be amazing, but things do happen. So this isn't going to take you a lot of work. You're not going to have to do a lot of managing. You can still be the busy business owner, but you just are making sure that somebody's not going to be able to run away with your channel or delete it or hurt you in any way. The amount of time that it takes to give somebody permission is less than like 60 seconds. You just log on, you go to your settings and make that quick change, or again, you're able to remove somebody very quickly. So this isn't something that's going to take a lot of time, but it could save your butt in the future. If you're looking to start on YouTube and you're just not quite sure how to get going, click the link in the description box below and you can get our free course on the top 10 things you need to know before you start your channel. And if you're looking for somebody who can safely manage your channel for you so that you can focus on your business, we have another link in the description box below called Talk to a Producer, so make sure to check that out. We are your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we cannot wait to see what kind of content you create.